Continuity over an interval. We got two graphs here, an F graph and G graph. Dashed lines represent asymptotes. Which functions are continuous over this interval from -6 to 6, and we're including the endpoints. Choose all that apply. So as we go from -6 to 6, that's the whole graph that we have here. Do we have to pick up our pen or pencil as we go through this curve, and making sure that we don't go off into infinity? So this one seems okay. The question is, does a cusp include in continuity? And yes, it does. So this one we are okay. Let's look at the next one. And what do we have here? Asymptotes. So we're going off into infinity right here, so that is no good. Continuity means that we're not going off into infinity, and we don't jump at all. We don't have to pick up our pencil. So this one is no good. All right, so it looks like just A on this one. Okay, and if you need to, you can always remind yourself that looking over it does help. It's not defined as we go to 5 on this one, going to infinity, and everything seems to be okay. You don't have to lift your pencil, and continuous over the whole point. Already we can see this is the graph of G, over which intervals is G continuous? Okay, so as we look at this, not -3, so x is not equal to -3. X is not equal to 0, and x is not equal to 3. All right, so as long as we have intervals that don't have these included in any way, then we're okay. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out. -2 to 0. -2 to 0. And we're including 0. So is that okay? I would say no. It's not continuous. It's not defined at 0 right here. So no good. 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Nope, not on that one either. None of the above is what I get. Okay, so having a endpoint is no good either. Everywhere has to be included. So that's kind of the trickiest one for this one. So if we just look continuous graphically, roughly being said, lifting at 0 is undefined. Yep, undefined. Isn't continuous. G isn't continuous at any of these. Has to be continuous over the whole interval. It has to be defined and true at that point, basically. All right. And if it was like removable, you'd have to pick up your pencil, lift it up to get it started again. So it has to be continuous over the whole. All right. And there we go. So I think the rest are probably going to be the same. Let's just do a quick check. Yeah, so we're just analyzing it, -1 to 3, -1 to 3. Well, what do you think? This one is no, because it's not defined at 3. We are including 3 in the interval. Remember, bracket includes it, so no on A. -1 to 3, and we do include it. So it starts here, it goes, so we are okay on this one. All right, so that's basically what we're doing on each time. Last one, just see if there's anything different going on. No, everything seems okay. Remember, cusps are okay, and we have to kind of include and be defined for every value for continuity. Defined and not lifting up your pencil for continuity.